Hey guys, Bryson Taylor here. Welcome back to today's video. Not too terribly long ago, I made a video about a singer who I thought was extremely underrated. Now, the band, obviously I'm a big fan of the band Boston. The singer in question was Brad Delp. The video I made kind of basically just talked about how underrated I think he was, and we kind of just explored his vocal ability and listened to his soloed vocals on More Than a Feeling by Boston, the band that Brad Delp was in, the frontman of. But overall, I just think Brad Delp was an extremely underrated singer. I think he just had a voice of gold. I mean, it's some of the notes that he could hit are really difficult for a lot of male vocalists to hit. And, I think he deserved his own video. I don't think we credit him enough and praise him enough for the singer that he was. I think he was extremely good. But when I was making that video, subconsciously I was kind of thinking about this other group and this other guy who I'm a big fan of this band. They're a rock band from, late 80s, early 90s, but I kept thinking about this group and I was like, man, if I ever make a part 2, I've got to make a part 2 about them and about this singer in particular. So today we're doing that. So today we are talking about Skid Row's Sebastian Bach. Now, Skid Row was really popular back in the late 80s, early 90s. They had a bunch of hits. Just hit after hit, really. I Remember You, Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, just a bunch of great songs I'm still, headbanging to today. Great tunes. But every time I listen to this band, I think what just kind of entrances me, I guess maybe is the word that I'm looking for about this group, is just Sebastian Bach, prime Sebastian Bach vocals. They are just absolutely freaking phenomenal. And today we're going to listen to the isolated vocals off of 18 in Life by Skid Row so you can hear what I'm talking about. So let's dive straight into it and let's take a listen.
He was a young boy, he had a heart of stone, lived 9 to 5 and he walked his fingers to the bone.
So I hate to stop it that quick because I don't like interrupting such a good song, but already off the bat you have an incredible falsetto and head voice just right off the rip, and you have I don't want to say yell, like a rebel yell, but like a growl, like really good grit kind of sounding voice. And he does a lot of those high notes. If anybody who listens to Skid Row knows, that Sebastian Bach can do like a really good scream, yell, whatever you want to call it. There's 1,000 words for it. But his voice, he can make it gritty and then he can make it very angelic. Like he's very, very good at doing both, which is really hard to do, especially doing the grittier stuff. A lot of people can sound very pretty when they sing, but he can sound angelic and he can apply that grit to his voice and get, that growl kind of sound, that yell that we hear, that scream that we love when we listen to his song. So, when I first heard this band, I was immediately hooked. And I think, again, one of the biggest reasons being is because of the song structure and because of Sebastian Bach prime vocals. So let's keep listening.
Just barely out of school, came from the edge of town, fought like a switchblade so no one could take him down. No, he had no money, no good at home, walked the streets a soldier and he fought the world alone. And now it's 18 in life, you got it, 18 in life, your crime is time and it's 18 in a life to go. 18 in life, you got it, 18 in life, your crime is time and it's 18 in life to go. Yes.
So that's that angelic part that I'm talking about, kind of coming off the chorus, little chorus outro back into the verse, but just so beautiful, so flawless. You don't hear any of that grit and, grain in his voice. It's just very clear, it's very precise. He knows the notes that he's going after. It sounds really, really pretty. But obviously later in the song, if you have heard the actual recording, you know, the song 18 in Life before, you know he gets, you know, really gritty and dirty with it, and I love it. But just to distinguish those, again, is not easy. It's very difficult to do, especially to learn to do that growling, yelling, screaming kind of sound. But it's one of the reasons I think he's so underrated, is because he can do both of those incredibly well. If you've listened to Skid Row's, you know, body of work that they've done, you know, from back in the day, mostly is what I'm referring to, not so much of the new stuff that they've done, but just incredible, incredible vocals. But let's keep going.
Tequila in his heartbeat, his veins burn gasoline. It kept his motor running, but it never kept him clean. They say he loved adventure, Ricky's the wild one. He married trouble, had a crotchet with a gun. Bang, bang, shoot him up, but the body never ends. You can't think of dying when the bottle's your best friend in hours. 18 in life, you got it. 18 in life, you know. Your crime is time, and it's 18 and a lot to go. 18 in life, you got it. 18 in life, you know. Your crime is time, and it's 18 in life to go. Accidents will happen, the old hood Ricky said. He fired his 6 shots to the wind, that shot blew a shot down.
So that yell right there is just crazy. Like, in the song, in the heat of the moment, when it leads into the guitar solo, you almost don't even like think to stop and recognize it. But nobody sings like that anymore. Nobody. It just, the voice is incredible. Because again, within that chorus right there and that little bridge section to the guitar solo, you can hear the angelic sounding Sebastian Bach. And then just the yell right there into the guitar solo is just absolutely, to me, every time I hear it, it never gets old. It is so good. And that's one of the big things in that song that I live for when I listen to it. That part, and I love the outro at the end of the song. We'll get to that. I love the outro in the song, but just the yell is so perfect. It fits the song so well. And just, again, the back and forth between the two, switching off and on, you know, being an angel and then, you know, turning into a screaming demon. It just, man, the vocal ability that he has is incredible. And obviously doing this video, I think we should be talking about it more. But let's keep going. We gotta finish this song.
Yeah! 18 in life, you got it. 18 in life, you know. Your crime is time, and it's 18 and a lot to go. 18 in life, you got it. 18 in life, you know. Your crime is time, and it's 18 in life to go.
So right there especially is more or less what this whole video is about. When he's doing the oh-ohs at the end, whoa, whoa, whoa. That last oh he rides out is very, you know, precise, it's soft, it's angelic sounding, it's crystal clear. But the oh-ohs before that and just the rebel yell in that outro is, I mean, just so good. It's just a scream in, you know, into the sky. It's just, man, and I can't believe we don't talk about this more. Just his vocal ability is just mind-blowing to me. And, you know, obviously 18 in Life, it's one of their more popular songs. It's a great song. It's definitely in my top 5 Skid Row songs, but you know, there's definitely some other songs that showcase his vocal ability very, very well. One of my personal favorites, my favorite Skid Row song is In a Darkened Room. Incredible vocals on that too. That's my favorite Skid Row song. But this song in particular, I love the outro because you can really hear, if you break it down, the screams, the yells, you know, in this song by Sebastian Bach. His voice is just otherworldly. Again, I say, nobody sings like this anymore. If you know somebody who sings like this, tell them to send me their stuff, because I'm going to start listening to them immediately. But just nobody makes music like this anymore. Nobody sings like that anymore. No one thinks to just scream, you know, in the outro, and then, you know, do some really beautiful OOs at the end, you know, to ride out the song. But just the switch between angelic and, you know, just absolutely screaming and yelling is just, it's masterful. He mastered his voice. He honed his craft. It's just, his voice is otherworldly, and I think we should be talking about Sebastian Bach more. It's just an incredible voice, and Skid Row, you know, all the stuff that he did with Skid Row is just amazing. But guys, that will conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all the continued support. I hope you guys have a great day.